Hey everybody, welcome to Afterwards for our last episode of Threshold Relics of the Homeland. This was my boss fight episode. We got there, and yeah, I had a lot of fun designing Patrolunan, just because I talked a lot about this in Afterwards too, but I just really like the idea of kind of like a normal schmuck who just compensates for all of his shortcomings. Like he's a cleric who hasn't had divine magic, basically. So he has mostly like cleric stat. Like I kind of built a character in a lot of ways, where he just kind of had cleric stats, and then I took away all of the divine magic spellcasty things for that, because he has all the background and the knowledge and everything, because he was raised for it. He just never quite got that magic. So as I said again, I replaced, like, I did, just Dust of Sneezing and Choking was one of my things, but I made it so he didn't have to roll for it, just to make it more of like a bossy ability. I had some health potions, but that was just really nice, how Gara managed to stop that. And we needed to wrap things up there. I had a few other, like that sword was really nasty. I actually gave him a few beads of force. I just didn't really see a satisfying moment to use those. And I was surprised because I thought, based on watching the Murray campaign, I thought Beads of Force just like kind of did explosion stuff, and then I read it and they like make a resilient sphere around what they hit, which is fascinating to me, but kind of changed how I approached those, because I was going to just use them as like little things you could throw at people. I love Orbs of Annihilation, Spheres of Annihilation, I think. Sphere, yeah. They're that kind of item. As I said, I went through all of the freaking magic items, and that was just one that sticks out. Like, it's such a boss magic item. Like, it's meant for you to build a boss encounter around. Clearly, Steven and I were thinking the same things, because apparently on one of our campaigns that didn't quite make it, I basically duplicated that boss fight without even knowing, because spheres are cool and people want to build boss fights around them. The presence of the sphere also has some fun implications for the world and stuff, and Steven and I are going to talk a lot about that going forward. But yeah, action economy, again, I knew it was going to be a concern, but I also had a feeling that they would kind of beat up Lunarius. At least I got to throw some big-ish numbers at them to scare them a little bit of that orb. And then, yeah, I was actually really happy with how things wrapped up. It seemed like everybody kind of arrived at a nice close for that chapter in their character's career. I was actually surprised and delighted that everybody kind of found that ending in a nice way. Tiff and Gara kind of just go back to business as usual, but they're going to have some stuff to deal with, maybe off screen, maybe not, depending on how we do for Heroes episodes for this and stuff. But everybody else has been pretty shaken up, but also has kind of come to a nice, satisfying closing space for now. I'm sure some of these characters are going to pop up in Threshold proper at some point, more than likely. And, well, if nothing else, Phil's got to go to the Homeland now, right? So I'm looking forward to being maybe a player. Maybe it's going to be weird. I don't know. But I'm excited for all of this stuff. Thank you again for watching. Threshold is like my favorite thing to do, just period. And the idea that you guys watch and enjoy this, and that some of you are even giving us a little money to help us do this better, is really pretty incredible. So thank you all so much. Keep watching. We're going to keep making it, because we love doing this. And as I have alluded to before, we've got some really exciting stuff coming up next season as far as improvements to our equipment and our sets and all kinds of just awesome stuff thanks to you guys. I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you again for watching this. This has been an adventure. I learned so much about running this game, especially the interpersonal aspects of it and all of that. Thank you all for being there with me through it. I'll see you next season. Just a couple of weeks away. 2 weeks. I've been informed 2 weeks.
We're taking 2 weeks off. The third week will be the...
Yeah, so we're back 2 weeks off. Third week we'll be back. It'll give us a chance to get a little bit of a lead on this again. In the meantime, we got that Hawkborn Twitter campaign, which I helped put together. We played through like a couple of mock sessions to really get it where it's at, and it shows what Rasper's been up to. I'm excited to jump into that next season, and yeah, check it out. See you then. In the meantime, thank you all so much. Bye.